Honda Hitomi is a Japanese pop singer and actress who first gained public attention in Japan when she became a member of the Japanese idol group AKB48, and later became popular in South Korea as a member of the girl group IZONE after competing in the survival series Produce 48. Honda Hitomi was born on the 6th of October 2001 in Utsunomiya, Tochigi Prefecture, Japan, where along with her older sister Honda Eri and older brother Honda Mitsuyoshi, she was raised in a modest household. At a very young age, Hitomi already expressed her passion for music and sports. Her parents, Honda Noriko and Honda Masakatsu, have been quite supportive of Hitomi's chosen career, and her family would accompany her during talent competitions on television when she was growing up and would watch her school performances. A simple reminder how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving either an iPhone Max, iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. There is no information about her educational background, but she matriculated prior to her professional debut in AKB48 in Japan. AKB48 is a Japanese pop idol group composed of 48 girls divided into 3 teams who performed in their own theater. Each year, more members are accepted through auditions and some become understudies of the group or trainees. They could be removed from the group if they misbehaved and graduate when they reach a certain age. The management of AKB48 decided to add Team 8, this time comprising 1 member from each of the 47 prefectures in Japan, and Hitomi went representing Tochigi Prefecture. At age 12, she was accepted into the group and started her training. AKB48 also has a successful marketing strategy in which fans are allowed to vote for who they want to be included in the lineup that would feature in songs and albums. Although they call it general elections, fans can only vote if they buy a copy of a single or album previously released. The girl with the most votes gets to be the center during the performances. This is also a reason why millions of copies of most AKB48 single and album releases were sold. Fans would buy multiple copies just to be able to vote for their favorite member. Unfortunately for Hitomi, she never ranked during the first 4 years, only entering the tally board during the 10th general elections in 2018, ranking at number 82 with 17,656 votes. Mnet Cable Network in South Korea and Yasushi Akimoto co-produced a reality survival series called Produce 48, accepting 96 trainees from several South Korean and Japanese talent agencies to compete for a spot in a 12-member girl group. Each member would be chosen through a voting system in South Korea, and the girl group would be under contract to release and promote songs for 2.5 years. Hitomi was one of the 39 Japanese trainees accepted to participate in the series. The girls were grouped into several classes to undergo training and perform each week, and the studio audience was asked to vote to determine their ranking. The votes received each week were compiled to choose the final 12 members in the final episode, regardless of nationality. Then there were further elimination rounds to challenge the girls. During the 12 weeks of voting, Hitomi ranked 9th during the first week, but didn't make it to the top 12 in the next 2 weeks. Her name showed up again in the 4th week, and from then on never left the top 12 list up until the final week, when she was announced to be the 9th member of the new girl group. On the 28th of October 2018, Hitomi, with 2 other Japanese and 9 South Korean girls, debuted as members of IZONE with the release of the group's first extended play EP entitled Colorize, performing the lead track La Vie en Rose during their debut live showcase, Colorize Showcon, held at the Olympic Hall in Seoul and streamed live on both YouTube and Facebook. For marketing purposes, 2 physical versions of the EP were released with different covers. Most K-pop management practice the same strategy to sell more units, as the covers are much sought after by fans. The physical version has 8 songs, including Pick Me, the theme song of the reality TV program, while the digital version only has 7 songs. It peaked at number 2 on the South Korean Gaon charts in its first week of release, number 9 on Billboard World Album Chart, and reached the number 1 position on the Japanese Oricon charts, including the weekly album chart and digital chart. It also topped the iTunes chart in about 10 countries. The lead track charted well too, peaking at number 14 on the Gaon digital chart and ranking number 6 on Billboard World Digital Song Sales Chart. The Korean Music Contest Association, KMCA, gave the group platinum certification for having sold over 250,000 units. IZONE made history in South Korea for for being the girl group to win in a music show in the shortest time after debut. Such a win is highly regarded in the local music scene, as the top 3 songs in the music industry would compete for the #1 song of the week. The official music video, MV, of their debut song garnered over 132 million views and counting. Hitomi and the girls had a phenomenal year in 2018, and their hard work paid off with the awards they received before the year ended. IZONE took home the New Artist of the Year award from several bodies, including Mnet Asian Music, Gaon Chart Music, Golden Disc, and Seoul Music Awards. After having a great 2018 in South Korea, in 2019, Hitomi and the girls embarked on a journey to conquer the Japanese market. In February, they held a debut showcase in Tokyo Dome City Hall in time for the release of their Japanese song entitled Sukitu Awasitai, Tell Me You Love Me. As predicted, it did well on the charts as it entered Billboard Japan Hot 100 and peaked at #2 after selling over 300,000 units in its first week alone, having also surpassed the first-day sales record of the popular girl group twice, with 193,469 physical units sold, and peaked at #2 position on the weekly Japanese Oricon singles chart. The group also received its first platinum certification from the Recording Industry Association of Japan, or IAJ, for having eventually sold over 250,000 units. After their Japanese promotions, they went back to Seoul to prepare their second EP entitled Hard Eyes, which immediately after the announcement attracted over 200,000 pre-orders. Upon the release of the EP in April, the group conquered both South Korean and Japanese charts with over 130,000 units sold in a week. It also peaked at #6 on Billboard World Album Chart, so IZONE received another platinum certification from KMCA. The EP was released with 2 versions, but with one lead track, Violetta, which entered the Billboard K-pop Hot 100, peaking at #5 while reaching the #18 position on Gaon Digital Chart. The song also gave the group another music show win on SBS MTV's The Show. With the massive sales of their EPs, there was a demand for concerts too, and they didn't disappoint the fans. Initially, they were just going to hold a 2-day concert, but after the tickets were sold out, requests for a third were answered by the producers and added to the series Eyes on Me, held at the Jamsil Indoor Stadium in Seoul. The girls also visited 4 other countries in Asia, including Hong Kong, Japan, Taiwan, and Thailand, attracting around 80,000 fans. Hitomi and the girls were honored by being included in the artists lineup for the yearly Korean concert in New York, dubbed as KCON New York, held in Madison Square Garden. To accommodate the Japanese fans, the group released 2 singles, Buenos Aires in June and Vampire in September. Both songs entered the Billboard Japan Hot 100 on their date of release. The only subsequent difference is that the former was certified platinum and the latter gold by RIAJ. Though the massively successful sales result, IZONE became the best-selling new artist in the first half of the year, according to Oricon Digital Sales Chart. A huge scandal rocked the K-pop industry, with cases filed by concerned viewers on the alleged vote manipulation of the reality survival series Produce 48. During the investigation, it was found that the main producer, Ahn Jun-young, had rigged the results for the chosen 12 trainees. Apparently, just before the final episode was aired, the producer himself chose the final 12 from the top 20 trainees instead of following the results of the voting. As a result of this scandal, the scheduled release of the group's first studio album was postponed indefinitely, along with other promotional activities. Even registrations of new fan membership were cancelled, and organizers refunded membership fees. The producer was arrested, and when questioned, admitted to rigging not only one show, but 4 other reality survival series under the Mnet network. Mnet's parent company consequently compensated trainees eliminated from the show. After everything was settled and the perpetrators were jailed, it was agreed that IZONE should continue with its promotional activities. In February of 2020, the group released its full-length album entitled Bloom Eyes and broke the sales record for a girl group with over 350,000 units sold in a week, making history by being the first South Korean girl group to do that. The group's journey after being chosen to debut as IZONE was documented through a reality series entitled IZONE Chu, which started back in 2018. The first season showed Hitomi visiting her family in Japan, accompanied by 4 other members. The audience was introduced to Hitomi's parents and older siblings, where she lived, and her never-before-seen childhood photos. The 3rd season was aired on the 12th of May, 2020. Currently, Hitomi is still under AKB48 management, but is under temporary hiatus due to her contract with IZONE. The agreement was that she would be able to freely promote in South Korea until April of 2021, and after that, will return to her promotional activities with AKB48. There's not much information about Hitomi's personal life. She isn't allowed to date anyone under AKB48 and IZONE management contracts. She is currently staying with the other members of IZONE in a dormitory located in Seoul and provided by management. Hobbies, favorites, rumors, and interesting things about Hitomi include that her nickname is Haichan, and her role models are AKB48, HKT48, and STU48 theater manager Sashihara Rino, who is also a former member of the idol group HKT48. Cheerleading was one of her passions when she was still a student, and which she was involved in for 4 years. Her favorite foods are strawberries, the Japanese dish gyoza, and the Korean dish stir-fried chicken. Perhaps unsurprisingly, she loves to watch cooking shows, but she plays basketball during her free time for enjoyment and to stay fit. Physically, Hitomi is 5 feet 2 inches or 1.6 meters tall and weighs around 100 pounds or 45 kilograms. She has dark brown hair and brown eyes with chubby, rounded cheeks. Due to her regular Pilates workout, she now has a svelte body and toned abs. Hitomi has been working since she was 12. Her net worth is estimated by authoritative sources at close to $1 million as of August 2020, an impressive amount for a 19-year-old. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.